like to call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrearty.
Here.
Councilor Burridge.
Here.
Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Walker.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here.
Councilor Plunkett.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
All present.
Nothing under the mayor's report. Any of the councilors have anything to add? Seeing none, will clerk please call resolution number 38.
Approve minutes common council meeting held January 25th, 2021.
Councilor Burridge, Councilor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Plunkett.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor Burridge.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 39.
Appoint Commissioner of Deeds.
Councilor Corradino, Councilor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Plunkett.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor Burridge.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 40.
Approve City of Oswego Police Reinvention Collaborative Plan.
Councilor Hill, Councilor Walker. This has obviously been a long process and covered quite a bit in the press, so I won't, go into a lot of details. What I'd like to do is thank Chief Phil Cady and Deputy Chief Zach Meadstall and everyone who had a hand in putting this plan together. I'd also like to thank members of the steering committee who reviewed the plan and gave some thoughts, concerns, ideas, and opinions on the plan. Just to recap the process, because I'm proud of the process, I think our plan process was probably the most transparent plan and process of any other municipality around. We started working on the plan back in late summer, early fall, appointed the 6-member committee back in early November, held a public forum on December 12th, which was in person or held live and virtually, so the public could weigh in, and then held approximately a 30-day comment period where members of the public could submit comments to an email for the plan for the steering committee members to incorporate the public feedback into the plan, and then took the plan through the local law process, which wasn't exactly required. It just had to be adopted by the Common Council, but we treated it as a local law where it was subject to another public hearing, which is what we held tonight. Ultimately, 2 votes on the council because of the final vote of approval tonight and the vote to establish the public hearing last week, and then through the Administrative Services Committee for a committee vote. So it's certainly been in the public for almost 3 months now, and we're proud of that. And I think the final product and the public support for the plan is really indicative of the public support that the majority, the Oswego general population have for the Oswego Police Department and law enforcement as a whole. While you see other situations and stories unfold nationwide, that's not here, and it doesn't resemble the Oswego Police Department or the actions of our local law enforcement officials. So I thought the plan was a good exercise because there's certainly always room to improve, but to be honest, I was proud of the Oswego Police Department, how they conduct themselves before this plan was required, proud of the process in developing this plan, and I think that the plan we're submitting will certainly improve the department, and I'm proud of that. I will gloss through the dozen or so highlights, and then what I'll do, just to try to summarize the entire process and the intent of the plan, and then some of the highlights again, is I'll just read this resolution, which is a pretty good generalization of the plan. So quickly, some of the highlights that's been covered, but I'll just point them out one last time. Incorporating mental health counselors to co-respond when the OPD finds it necessary to mental health and crisis intervention calls. Make annual anti-bias, de-escalation and minimization of force training, mandatory mandate minimum number of hours for department foot and bike patrols, launch the HOPE initiative to help combat homelessness and poverty, participate in service to aid families to follow up on police interactions and service, partner with the county DA on the Handle with Care program and child care support, permanently assign an officer to our community policing unit to coordinate with service groups, increase education and situational awareness, training, and implement smart technologies, implement regular quality assurance surveys for the entire department and individual officers, create a consistent policy and channels for citizens in internal complaints, publicize all OPD policies and procedures, including training on the city website, and we've already gone through the council process, updating body-worn cameras to expand the policy to include the entire department. So there's some of the quick highlights. There's more. The plan is still up on the city website, oswegony.org/government/police. If you want to go through the entire plan in its entirety, page by page, then feel free. But like I said, I'll read this resolution, and then we'll have the final vote. Whereas the City of Oswego Police Department has conducted a thorough review of all policies, procedures, training, and approach to policing as required by the state of New York, starting in July of 2020. And whereas in November of 2020, Mayor Barlow appointed a diverse police reform committee to incorporate ideas, provide feedback, ideas, questions, and concerns to further improve the proposed police reform plan. And on December 12th, 2020, Mayor Barlow and Chief of Police Phil Cady held an in-person and virtual public forum, giving the public an opportunity to directly ask questions and provide feedback of the proposals and ideas within the plan. Mayor Barlow then held a 30-day open public comment period and subjected the proposed plan to the full local law approval process, including a committee hearing, another public hearing, and a final vote of approval by the Oswego Common Council to ensure the entire Oswego community had the time and opportunity to be fully heard. And whereas the City of Oswego's Police Department Police Reform and Reinvention Plan is intended and designed to bring the Oswego Police Department and local law enforcement officers closer to the residents in the community in which they serve, to improve communication, build better relationships, and increase positive interactions between the community and law enforcement officers. The City of Oswego's plan considers the need for a safe and protected community while recognizing the need for a more comprehensive approach to the diverse challenges present in our community, including homelessness, mental and behavior health concerns, cases of domestic violence, presence of illegal drugs, and other criminal activities to best serve the Oswego community in the 21st century. And whereas the City of Oswego's Police Department Police Reform and Reinvention Plan includes several new initiatives to improve and modernize policing in the Oswego community, including but not limited to the incorporation of mental health counselors for appropriate calls, mandating a minimum number of hours for foot and bike patrols in city neighborhoods and parks, permanently assigning officers to coordinate with service provider groups around the Oswego community, participating in key local initiatives like the HOPE initiative to combat homelessness, SAFE program to evaluate police performance, Handle with Care program to offer child care support, the REAP program to encourage rehabilitation versus arrests, DARE, and other innovative and helpful programs. And whereas the City of Oswego's Police Department Police Reform and Reinvention Plan overhauls the department's standard training and operating procedures, policies including but not limited to making annual anti-bias, de-escalation, and minimization of force training mandatory, increasing the use of smart technologies to assist with education and situational awareness training, implements random quality assurance surveys for the department and individual officers, creates a clear and consistent channel for citizen and internal complaints, publicizes all policies and procedures including training on the city website, and updates and expands the body-worn camera system to include the entire department. And whereas the City of Oswego and the Oswego Police Department wish to diversify the Oswego Police Department by actively recruiting more female minority law enforcement officers, and as a result, request New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo and the New York State Legislature to adopt update antiquated New York State civil service laws to allow municipalities and police departments statewide to deviate from the standard one-dimensional outdated civil service procedures to to better reach qualified female and minority candidates. And whereas the City of Oswego and the Oswego Police Department place a premium on protecting the Oswego community and law-abiding citizens, and as a result request New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo and the New York State Legislature to further repeal the dangerous so-called bail reform laws passed in 2019 and put into effect in January of 2020, allowing dangerous criminals to walk free while awaiting court trials, putting the public at large at risk. And whereas the Oswego Police Department is respected and appreciated throughout the Oswego community, assisting with protecting our citizens, arresting criminals, fighting crime, assisting with our downtown and neighborhood revitalization efforts, improving the quality of life for our residents, helping those most in need, in competently, professionally, and respectfully serving the community. Now therefore be it resolved, Mayor William J. Barlow Jr., the Oswego Common Council, and the greater Oswego community support local law enforcement and the Oswego Police Department, and the City of Oswego adopts a 21st century modern policing plan that is fitted to our community, in touch with real-world conditions in Oswego, and better protects and serves the City of Oswego and entire Oswego community by adopting, enacting, and incorporating the submitted City of Oswego's Police Department Reform and Reinvention Plan, and the Oswego Common Council authorizes Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. and the Chief of the Oswego Police Department, Philip D. Cady, to immediately forward the approved plan to the State of New York. Any comments from the council? All right, seeing none, will clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Thank you. Will clerk please call resolution 41?
Approve bond resolution, $1.4 million to pay the cost of the reconstruction of the city's international pier.
Counselor McBurney, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 42.
Authorize mayor to execute an agreement with Oswego Little League Incorporated for the use, management, and control of the historic Fort Ontario baseball fields.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Burridge. Any comments? Counselor Walker.
Yes, one question about it. Did we come up with a timeline on that, or did we not? Length of time, yes.
Sorry. The length of time as proposed is a 10-year, an initial term of 10 years and 2 5-year extensions. So for a total of 20 years.
Thank you much.
Any other comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 43?
Authorize mayor to execute all lease agreements with the County of Oswego and Champions Events LLC for the use, control, and maintenance of Legends Field.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Plunkett. Any comments? Will clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 44.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with the Oswego City School District for 2 school resource officers.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Burridge. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 45?
Authorize mayor to sign an agreement with CEG CME Engineering Group, DPC, for the construction phase geotechnical services for the International Pier project.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Corradino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 46?
Approved bid submitted by W.D. Malone Trucking and General Construction for general construction of the International Pier Structural Stabilization Project.
Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
yes,
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 47.
Authorize city engineer to develop bid documents for future repairs, rehabilitations, relocation, and/or upgrades to the Gardenier Creek Storm Sewer System.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Burridge. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 48.
Waive rules of common council to present resolution number 49 from the floor without committee consideration.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Will clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 49?
Approve solid waste licenses for the year 2021.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Plunkett. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Any unfinished business to come before the council? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Counselor Cordino, Counselor Burridge. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0. Meeting